Hey, RetconRaider here. Today's video is dedicated to Revenant and Forbidden One. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, let's get started. Alistair and the others returned from the courtyard a few days later, the spoils of their bloody victory in tow. The opposition had been fierce, of course. Their visit had been met by feral things and hungry-eyed courtesans, but they had escaped the attention of the Baron himself. At least, for now. Still, that bloodthirsty monster would no doubt hear of our trespass soon enough. For now, though, the Baron's coins were used to refill our coffers, and captured antiquities were turned over to young Dakram for proper study. Alistair personally delivered a dozen bottles of the blood, some of it liberated from the Baron's private stock, and others filled in ways that were best left to the imagination. The uninfected among us met this latest news with uneasy applause, their eyes politely averted from the bloody revelry that followed. Still, even as they breathed their sighs of relief, I couldn't help but notice that many of their number remained entrenched within the Abbey. We had bought ourselves some time, but it was obvious that many of them were unconvinced that the looming crisis had truly passed. They were right to worry, of course. Until a cure was found or the infected were purged from our ranks, there could be no rest. Fortunately, new leads had sprung up in Alistair's absence. Rumors of traveling doctors with miraculous new medicines from far-off lands. It would be difficult to attract them to a quaint and cursed little hamlet such as our own, but a few kind words and liberally greased palms had a way of piquing one's interest. Soon, word of the curious herbs and ailments found in and around our estate had begun to attract attention, and we received word that the hamlet might play host to an impromptu medical convention. It was welcome news, of course, but news that we were far from prepared to receive, and a new expedition was hastily assembled to track down samples of the curious flora and fauna that we had so recently bragged about. Fortunately, we were no strangers to the Weald or the monsters that lurked there. Wajtek and Sober had stalked those woods too many times to count, and Gwydden had slaughtered many a beast with her sturdy spear. With the assistance of the Commissar's learned eye, I had no doubt that they would quickly find everything we could possibly need. I was loath to get my hopes up, lest they should be dashed once more. But surely, after all of this time, after all of our hard work and suffering, surely we were finally on the cusp of finding a cure.
You are not alone in this place. The Fanatic is on the prowl, and he smells your sickness.
And welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. I did my best to avoid him, but I guess it was just a matter of time before we ran into this guy again. The trick to avoiding him is making sure you only bring one infected along on each expedition, but I'll admit I've been pushing our luck a bit lately. Not that it could really be helped at this point. So many of our recruits are infected now that we don't have much in the way of options anymore. Still, there's no point in crying over spilled blood. If we run into the Fanatic, then I'll make a good faith effort towards taking him down, but you know me, I won't hesitate to abandon the mission if I have to. Anyway, let's meet our heroes. Gwydden. Wajtek the Bear. Commissar Moody. Sober. Actually, let's take a moment to revise our move list real quick, just to make sure our heroes are as flexible as possible. The biggest problem with the Fanatic is that he constantly disrupts your formation, so you have to make sure you can attack from any position. Honestly, most of our heroes should be fine, it's just Sober I'm worried about. As an Arbalist, she's only effective from the 3rd and 4th row. Alright, let's see how this goes. Okay, they're starting us off easy. That's fine, I can work around that.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. This expedition at least promises success.
Okay, that's one fight down. We took a little damage, but otherwise it went pretty smoothly. I do wish I'd brought more bandages, though. Alright, things are getting a little tougher now.
A singular strike.
There's a little stress damage, but nothing to worry about just yet.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Very nice. Yeah, that's enough of that, thanks.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Destroyed.
Okay, let's toss out some healing.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Not bad. You know, if not for the Fanatic, I'd actually say this was going pretty well. Alright, now it's time to explore one long, straight path. We're pretty much guaranteed to run into the Fanatic sooner or later. Hunger? That's fine. For once, we brought plenty of food. And vampires. You wouldn't think these guys would be around when the Fanatic's on the prowl.
A devastating blow.
That's right. Go after the guys who are already infected.
Annihilated. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
More bleeding. Yeah, we really should have brought more bandages.
Obliterated.
Alright, let's keep moving.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Fine, why not? Come on, WatchTech. I expect better. Nice. That's right. Guard the guy who's about to drop dead.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
And back to the grind.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Alright, we've got one fight in the hall ahead of us. That could be the Fanatic, but let's hope it's not. Oh, hey, that's one of our objectives. The odds of actually finding all of these before we run into the Fanatic are pretty slim, but that would be pretty incredible if we could actually pull it off. I guess we'll dump the gold for now. Fingers crossed. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, this is about as trivial as it gets. Really? There we go.
Executed with impunity. Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Oof, I hate leaving all this gold behind. Alright, let's go ahead and use our blood. We'll have to do it eventually anyway. Okay, another fairly trivial fight.
Well struck.
Nice. We really need more shield breakers.
Eradicated.
Alright, let's take out that ectoplasm.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands. Decimated.
Not bad.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Okay, we've got a hall fight to the left of us and another one to the right. That's a lot of curio though, so let's check that out first.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
That's actually a quest location. Hold on a second. Oh, wow. Okay, we actually can finish this quest. This, just might work out after all.
Impressive. A death by inches. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Alright, let's start shuffling things around in our inventory here.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Yeah, I think we can start dumping supplies.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
A trampled journal, 2 of 4. Actually, we've already read this one, so we can just skip it. Let's go ahead and take that back to the hamlet, so we won't keep running into it.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Honestly, I'm pretty tempted to just leave at this point. We've got what we came for. Then again, I'm sure you guys want to at least see me try to beat the Fanatic, so we'll give it a shot. Let's just try to collect a little more treasure first. Alright, fingers crossed.
The flames of the smoldering pyre dance in his eyes with murderous zeal.
Okay, I guess we're doing this. I really wanted to put it off, but we don't have much choice now. On the bright side, this guy's only got 99 hit points, so we might actually be able to pull this off. The biggest problem is, right off the bat, he's positioned us so half our party can't attack. We'll have to waste a few actions just getting people back into position, but I think we can manage it. This guy gets 3 actions a turn, so if this turns into a war of attrition, then there's no way we'll win. Well, here goes nothing. Okay, lost Gwydden, no big deal. Let's see if we can chop her down. And we missed by 1 hit point. Fantastic. Yeah, Sober's just firing wildly into the Fanatic. I can live with that. You know, if Gwydden wasn't burning to death, I'd say this was actually going pretty well. Welcome back, Gwydden. Oh, geez. Now I really wish we had more bandages. Alright, let's just keep piling it on. Oh, thank you. That was actually very helpful. Though I could have lived without the sun. Nice. And of course, there goes our healer. Stress, no big deal. Alright, let's get that bleeding stopped, and let's try to make sure the Commissar doesn't turn out like poor Henrik. Okay, come on, Washtek. You can do this. Oh, come on! You have got to be kidding me. Alright, that's fine. We'll deal with it. Come on. Come on. Both of my healers are neutralized. You've got to cut me a break here, Darkest Dungeon. Alright, back to hitting things. Gwydon's marked and near death, but we can actually use that. I'd rather be hitting the Fanatic, but this should at least keep him distracted. Alright, Wajtek, let's try this again. Yeah, that's what I thought. You have got to be kidding me. She blocked the attack, but she's still bleeding?
Her hands bricked from becoming unwound.
Okay, let's just hope the Commissar goes next. I hate this. I hate this so much. Alright, we're back in action. Nice dodge. And more bleeding.
Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss.
Damn it. I think I messed up. No. Okay, yeah, I should have just attacked him. I might have even killed him, but, now we're stuck with two characters on death's door, and one of them is probably about to die. Sorry, Sober. We have to heal Gwydon.
Wasted in the pursuit of glory and gold. Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Just, give me a moment. I need to decompress here. Okay, I'm back. I had to find and pet some cats, but I think I'm ready to deal with this now. I'm sorry to see Sober go. I mean, I'm sorry to see any character go. I actually get pretty attached to our recruits. One of the hazards of creating a narrative around them, I suppose. I guess I can take some consolation in the fact that we actually succeeded. We killed our first Fanatic, we finally got our hands on some cure, and we even got an item that'll make it slightly easier to beat the Fanatic in the future. All things considered, as much as I hate to say it, this was actually a pretty fair trade-off. We lost a second-level Arbalest, but got a whole lot more in return. It's a bittersweet victory, but a victory nonetheless. Anyway, I think we're done here. Let's head home.
These tonics and herbs will stave off infection and neutralize contagion.
Hey, Kaiser. He can tell something's wrong. Anyway. Not much treasure, but that's fine. We got plenty of other stuff to make up for it. Wow. That's a pretty sorry assortment of new quirks. Nothing too bad, though. Natural Eye is actually halfway decent. At any rate, thanks for joining the ride sober, but everyone's got to get off somewhere. On the bright side, at least this means the waiting list is moving again. I'm actually looking forward to seeing who shows up next. We've also got those cures to dole out, so we'll take care of that next time. See you then.